It was my 8th grade summer, and I had just finished about 7, 8 years in public school up until that point. And so then I was just deciding and wondering where I was going to go for high school. I had some choices, but public high school right down the road, and then Mount Pisgah Academy. Every time I'd go to camp meetings, you know, they'd always come give out free t-shirts and whatnot. So I started praying about it. I was like, you know, maybe God wants me there. My dad was a pastor at the time. And so I come home one day, and my dad calls me and he sits me down. He's like, look, Joseph, we're gonna get transferred. As soon as he said Asheville, North Carolina, I was kind of like in shock. I was like, Mount Pisgah Academy is about 5 minutes away from there. God has changed my life through all the different experiences that all the past 4 years. And I know He lives, and I know He's been guiding me from that point.
At the end of first semester, we were getting ready for midterms, and I was kind of freaking out because things were just piling up. I call my mom and I'm crying and I'm saying, Ma, I don't think I can do this. I might end up going home next semester because I don't think I can keep up with work here. I get done with my mom, and thankfully all the crying's done. So I'm walking down Freshman Hall, and on one of the girls' doors was like a thing full of happy notes, like pick me up when you're sad. So I was like, well, I'm sad, so I definitely need one of these. So I reach my hand in there, grab the first note my hand finds, I open it up, and it says, when you think you're alone, you're not. I'm always with you. And it was signed God. And I was just like, well, you know, that's perfect, because I definitely need me some Jesus.
I went on the Mexico mission trip, and you could either be working with the children or preaching the sermons for an evangelistic series. And originally I was supposed to help with the children, but they didn't have enough preachers, so they asked me to be a preacher, which was not something that I was very comfortable with at all. A man came up to me and he said that after hearing my sermon, he decided that he wanted to give his life back to God.
We had a student week of prayer earlier in the year, and that was awesome. It was just like, no, staff didn't have a part in it at all. There were no adults involved. I mean, they came to watch us, but it was like, it was kids getting up and, you know, doing something for God, and, you know, just kind of pouring their heart out to their peers, and it was really powerful. And then at the end of the week of prayer, we got news that, you know, Justin had died.
A former student, an alumnus of the school, passed away the last day of our week of prayer.
We had a speaker plan and everything, and music, but none of that even mattered. As soon as we found out that happened, everybody was out praying around the bell. We were praying with each other. We were praying in a big group. We were praying out loud. We were praying silent. Everybody was crying.
Everything had been going good, and all of a sudden, something big like that, just, I don't know, it hit me pretty hard. Everybody just really came together and became a family.
I saw Jesus in that situation. I mean, even in death or despair or anything, God, He's in everything.
God is definitely working on this campus, and He's working really hard to change people, and the devil's having to step it up.
I feel like sometimes the devil has a really easy job, because it's really easy to break things, but it's not easy to put things back together. And God every time puts it back together, and He puts our lives back together, and no matter what the devil throws our way, God's always like, right hook right back at him. I don't think that God is in just one thing. I don't think God picks, I'm going to be in this today, I'm going to be in that today. The whole day, God is in everything, all the time. It's whether you choose to see Him or take the advantage of God being there. He's never not there with us.
God is doing such a powerful thing here. The devil is just working as hard as he possibly can to bring us down. And I know Jesus lives, because even through all of this hard stuff, God is still there. Satan hasn't brought us down.
I love it because it goes back to our school text, which is in Jeremiah 29:11, which tells us that God has plans for us, plans to prosper us and not to harm us, and to give us hope.
Jesus isn't some sort of dead guy who's in the books. He's actually alive in us.
He ends up showing himself in the most surprising, fantastic ways.
You can choose to see God in anything, bad things, good things. God's always there, you just have to look for him.